Do they sell Ross Pilaf at the goat stand is what I want to know.
I don't know about that. And out on the field is the Gate City Blue Devils, taking the field for the last time in 2018. Again, up and down season. Love to be, still in contention for the playoffs, but again, it is what it is. So let's see what we can do here to finish things out. As the Y Central Warriors onto the field, for all those that's familiar with Y Central, the layout of the field, Gate City will be receiving. They will be going left to right. They'll be going towards the scoreboard and towards the scenic view from here at Y Central High School. Y Central dressed in black with pink numbers. Again, they're celebrating Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and they've got their silver helmets with black outline C's for Central High School as they get ready to kick off here. And we're about ready to start things off, Mr. Carr.
Joe, I hope that the sophomores and juniors playing realize that for a lot of our seniors, this is it tonight. They have played football since they were 5 or 6 years old. It comes to an end tonight. Let's send them out with a win.
Yeah, exactly. So, like I said, Gate City is lined up here to receive. Y Central, the music is blaring. Fans are about to get on the feet, and we're ready for some football.
Looks like number 89 for Y Central is back to kick off. That would be Peyton Rogers, senior, getting ready to potentially make his last start of the night.
It is something else to be a senior again.
And there's the kickoff, and comes out at the 38-yard line. We're going to take it forward about 5 or 6 yards. There's a huge pileup, a scrum, you might want to call it. We'll see who comes out after having the ball. That'd be number 31 in your program, Brady Edwards on the return. So the Blue Devils will have the ball 1st and 10 from, let's call it, the 44-yard line. So, Joe, we've got good field position. This is a great start to the game. Let's see if we can make something happen.
And we've mentioned this pretty much every week. We've owned special teams now. Last week we gave up the kickoff return to John Battle, but let's see if we can't utilize the great field position motion as Gate City comes out.
Sally's hands the ball off. We pick up a couple yards. Luke Reed on the carry. Looks like he moves it up about 2 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 8. Went straight up the middle with that. Looked like maybe an off-guard run.
Yeah, they've been trying to run that quick trap, which allows, of course, they got motion coming around. There's a good option play that comes off of that if they'll, of course, we may see that here in just a little bit. Luke Reed comes in this ball game. He's rushed for over 100 yards in the last 4 contests. Again, last week he had 136 yards on 26 carries.
Looks like Gate City's lining up with 3 in the backfield. Quarterback's under center. Ball's handed off again to Sally. Looks like he gets up to right at the 50-yard line. It's a good carry there for him.
Looks like Logan Thomason back into the ball game. Last week he didn't run much. Of course, he had a knee that was giving him some trouble. But great to see him back there as he picks up those 5 yards. Again, Logan Thomason.
Joe, it looks kind of like we're almost going with, I don't want to call it a hurry-up offense, but we're doing a good job getting the plays in and out, fresh legs, trying to get a little momentum going. It looks kind of like a little different look for Gate City.
Yeah, I hope they're looking to be aggressive, like I said, as they start off here. 10:36 left in the first quarter, no score.
Handoff again up the middle. Sally picks up a couple more. Looks like it may be 4th and 2. There is a flag on the play.
Quick update, the game of the night, we talked about Patrick Henry, Chilhowie. Patrick Henry opens up the football game and fumbles the kickoff. Chilhowie has the ball 1st down and 10 on the Patrick Henry 23.
Looks like a face mask is called against the Warriors. That will give Gate City the 1st down. Now, if it's anything like last week, let's wait and see where they mark it. It could be a 15-yarder, it could be a 17-yarder, it could be a 9-yarder. Looks like a good even 15 yards. That's going to put it 1st and down on the Warriors. 1st and down. First and 10 on the Warriors' 35-yard line.
Chilhowie took that ball, by the way, one play into the end zone from 23 yards out. It is 7-0 Chilhowie early. As there's timeout on the field, looks like Gate City takes a quick timeout. 10:19 left here in the first quarter. We'll take a break with them. Again, you're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Proudly representing Southwest Virginia in the House of Delegates for the last 24 years, Terry Kilgore continues to strive and work hard for others, just like our Gate City Blue Devils proudly represents our school, our town, and community. Delegate Kilgore, a proud Gate City alumni himself, wants to thank the residents of the 1st District for their trust and support over the years as he's continued to voice our needs and concerns in Richmond to make our region a tremendous place to live and work. And on behalf of Delegate Kilgore and his family and staff, they say, go Big Blue.
And we're back to action now. The 1st down and 10. Again, from the 35-yard line, Gate City's got the ball in Central Territory.
Sally's going under center again. We've got 2 backs this time. 2 receivers on the right side. On the short side, receiver goes in motion. Pitch to number 2, Levi Roten, trying to make the corner. Breaks 1 tackle, then he's hit by a swarm of Warriors. Looks like it's going to be about a 2-yard loss. That should bring up about 2nd and 12.
You know, that's one thing I've talked about week in and week out. You know, Levi Roten, a lot of speed. Would like to see him involved in the offense. Of course, that play was strung out quite a bit, and he really didn't have a chance. So, but anyway, just a quick note. Again, the Gate City volleyball team, they just tipped off with their ball game. Good luck to them again as they take on John Battle here. As we've got 9:45 left here in the first quarter, 0-0. Gate City with the ball on the 37-yard line.
Make sure you keep us posted on that volleyball game, Joe. I'm sure a lot of listeners want to know. Gate City comes to the line. Got 1 wide receiver wide on the right side. Handoff goes to Sally. He's up the middle. Tackle made by number 44, Logan Mullins for the Warriors. But not before we pick up a couple of yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10. At least we're back to the line of scrimmage at this point.
Yeah, we talk about, again, 3rd down conversion, staying ahead of the chains. 3rd and 10s aren't as easy to pick up as 3rd and 2s, 3rd and 3s. So, again, be interested to see as they do have Levi Roten check back into the ball game. Again, DeAndre Mack goes wide left. I'd like to see him get involved early as well.
We got number 2. Roten is out as a receiver this time. Let's see what quarterback drops back. Pass out intended for Roten through his hands, incomplete. Looks like Gate City. Well, Joe, I don't know. You're almost into that no man's land. You're on the 35-yard line. It's 4th and 10. Do you go? Do you kick?
Well, I mean, you're only going to flip about 10 to 15 yards of field position. Yeah, go for it.
I agree. What do we have to lose at this point?
You have nothing to lose. And again, like I said, of course, we've not seen the shotgun. Gate City started the season off in the spread with the shotgun. You know, we've stayed away from that. We've been more in the process with some of the options. We've got the passing game. Let's see if we can extend it and try to get this 1st down.
Well, it looks like we are going for it. Sally is again under center, like you said. Wide receivers both sides. Pitch goes, there's a reverse. Flags on the play. Let's see what happens. Ball is thrown. And no one really moved, Joe. The pass was caught by offensive lineman Jordan Miller, but the flags had already thrown, and I'm not quite sure if anyone knew what was going on that play. The pitch was given to Luke Reed, which then he turned around and tossed it back to Roten. Roten was hit as he was throwing, and a lineman caught it.
Yeah, that play was destined to fail. That is a microcosm of some of the things we've seen this year. Again, gave it to Roten. He pitched it back to DeAndre Mack. Mack was supposed to throw it deep.
Looks like they're calling an ineligible receiver on the play. No big surprise there. But, Joe, I like it. Again, what do we have to lose? It was worth the shot. So it looks like Wise Central's going to take over now on downs.
So, again, of course, like I said, it's not bad field position for Wise Central. Of course, good to see Gate City being aggressive. Again, 8:36 left here in the first quarter, no score.
We've got quarterback Ethan Mullins back in shotgun formation. 2 backs with him. 1 back goes in motion. Here's the snap, the handoff. And still running is number 23, C.J. Crabtree. He picks up about 15. It's going to be a 1st down for the Warriors. Joe, it's not exactly the start our defensive wanted. Just pretty simple play as a sweep around the end.
You know, and that's unfortunately early in the season we talked about these cornerbacks, outside linebackers have to play up they have to cut those running lanes down to cut it back in, make these backs cut back into where the pressure's coming from. And again, we didn't do it on play number 1.
Mullins back in the shotgun again. Same play again. Exact same play. We read it a little bit better. He breaks one tackle. Looks like Crabtree picks up maybe 8, maybe 9. Let's see where they spot it. 2 plays, 2 sweeps, Joe. I wonder what's going to come next.
Well, and that was to the short side of the field. Again, for all you that's listening, again, Wise is going right to the left. That is the Gate City side that they ran into. And
he may have actually stepped out of bounds. It looks like they only picked up about 7 on that. So it's going to be 2nd and 3 at this point. Same formation again. Mullins in the shotgun. Opposite back goes in motion. They run the sweep this side. Looks like they picked up about 4 yards. Tackle made by, once they get out of the pile, looks like number 75 for Gate City, Isaac Stapleton. A really good solo tackle. There is a flag on the play. And the referee's going to talk about it. And calling a face mask against the Blue Devils.
Second penalty already of the game for Gate City. That's got the ball down to the Blue Devil 14-yard line. Again, 7:44 left here in the first quarter. It is 0-0, but Wise Central is driving.
Okay, Mullins back. Actually going under center this time, changing it up a little bit. Same back set. Back is in motion. Handoff straight up the middle, and nothing is there for him. We plugged that up, Joe. Number 75 again, Stapleton, right there waiting on him.
You know, all season long, Stapleton, Calhoun, Kirk Gibson, some of these guys, we've really done a good job internally, inside. Between the tackles has not been a weak place for us. We played extremely well. It's been on the edge, and that's where, of course, Wise Central, this is going to be their 5th play. 4 of the plays have been to the outside. So,
and they've worked.
And they've worked.
So they're trying again. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback back into the shotgun. Let's look for the sweep. Here's backs in motion. Handoff does go to number 22. No, I'm sorry. Looks like, maybe 22, Tyson Tester. Not much on it. We were ready for it that time. Actually lost 1 yard. Maybe in number 23 once they come out of the pile. C.J. Crabtree. But regardless, nothing there on that one. They actually lost a yard, Joe. That brings up 3rd and 10.
It's their first third down of the night. They've been able to pick up first downs on the first 2 plays of each drive, or each series, excuse me. So let's see what we can do here. Again, Wise Central, though, has a pretty good kicker. They can boot the ball. So,
number 4 wide receiver Ben Brickey comes and checks into the game. That makes me think they're going to be opening it up here. Of course, 3rd and 10. We'll have to see what happens. Quarterback is back in shotgun. Crabtree back in motion again. Handoff goes to him, and he picks up about 4 yards. So, Joe, same situation again that we had on the other side of the field with Gate City. It's 4th, and it looks like 6 maybe. You're on the 11-yard line.
You go for it.
You go for it?
You go for it. Well, Tom Turner, which was the head football coach at Appalachia for many years, again, a Hall of Fame coach, he made mention that he said, why do what you do only 15% of the time when it's the most crucial? Do what you do 85% of the time. Run your offense. And, of course, it looks like they're going to take a quick timeout. Wise Central, so...
Well, Joe, I think what happened was Wise Central came out, set up to see what kind of a defensive set we were going to have. They didn't like it, so they went ahead and called the timeout. So, if nothing else, we got them to burn one right here.
All right, so we'll take a quick timeout with them. Again, 5:28 left here in the first quarter. No score. Really quick, though, before we take a break. First set, Gate City up 22-18 over John Battle in the Mountain 7 district tournament. Again, good luck to the ladies as we. Let's stay here. Let's talk about a few things. 5:28 again here, first quarter. 4th down, big 4th down conversion opportunity for Central. Last week against Lehigh, they went for it 3 times, picked up twice, but they've called a timeout, and now the kicker is out on the field, so looks like they're going to go for 3.
All right, so they're lining up. Looks like it's number 13. These pink jerseys are kind of hard to see, Joe. Kind of hard to make out the numbers. Regardless, they are going to try for the field goal on the right hash mark. Kick is up. And the kick is no good. Gate City comes up with a huge stop right there. Wise